Come down. Oh, you make my high come down. Always tripping when you come around. Never have to cut you out like right now. You see, I don't have to drive me. You can say that for your mama. Maybe you should smoke some. Me try the marijuana. I was never you good. The vibe was straight. Showed you a couple of things and they feel strange. I treated you right. Everything was a gift from a time to your bag and the color on your lip.
Welcome to a special edition of Seahawks Man to Man, a YouTube exclusive. My name is Michael-Shawn and You guys can follow me on whatever Elon Musk is calling that app these days. My ad name has not changed. It's also boom right there under my face at Mike Dugar, Mikedugar. While you're here, before we do any content, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, review. I guess you can watch it first, then comment. But do everything that's good for us on the YouTube channel. Appreciate it so much. Also, the name of this channel, same thing on Instagram, same thing on TikTok. So go there, like, reshare, repost, all the good buttons on there. Please press them for us. It means a lot to us. Thank you in advance. Chris, go ahead and talk to him.
What is going on, people? My name is Christopher Kidd. You can follow me on Blue Sky and Twitter at CKIDD206, and that's CKid206.
All right, this is our first Standout Plays segment in a while where we're coming off a loss here. I'm still gonna I got some positive stuff I'll look at. Actually, I don't even know. Chris, are you on the positive side or negative side today?
I was gonna go positive, but as we talked about it on, maybe it was off wax. I'm sure everything's just so condensed because we be working like back to back days. Now I think about it, we just get one day off on the pods. But I'm pretty sure we talked about it, just how poor the run game actually was after watching the film again. And there are multiple clips that I know Mike sent in another group chat that I'm in. I actually had one of them posted to my Instagram because there was just a couple. I was like, God damn, what is happening? Posted a couple on Blue Sky. People were like, yeah, man, that film was nasty. I'm like, yeah, it was not good. But it's going to be a little negative. But there are some opportunities that show positivity, if that makes sense. For instance, one of the plays that I have goes for 5 yards. That's a plus, but it could have gone more if X player, I don't know, does the right thing there. So I'll get into some of the nuance in the run game, but other than that, it's not a positive, which I think is fair.
Well, they lost, so that makes sense. And the side of the ball you're looking at did poorly. The side of the ball I'm looking at, it did well. So we'll start positive. We'll start positive because that's right. That'll be a new thing. When they lose, I'll go first. When they get back on a win streak like they should against the Titans this week, you go ahead and let that rock. So I'm gonna focus on a guy I've been trying to find a way to write about. We'll see how it comes together. Is Chenna Nwosu just playing just great ball. Honestly, when I watched this film, Chris, I was like the Seahawks have their Jared verse. It's Chenna. Like some of the plays Jared was making against the Seahawks, Chenna was making against the Rams. Some of them looked identical.
I was this close from when I was watching the film. I was like, I'm gonna go Chenna. I was this close, and then I changed my mind at the last minute and went O-line. And then when you said it, I was like, Mike saw the same thing. Good to know.
Yeah, I mean it's called standout plays, right? Some guys, only so many guys stand out, right? And Chenna was doing that in some of these plays you guys can see. So let's start from the beginning. This is the first drive of the game. Let me go down to my notes here. My notes are titled Chenna hates tight ends. And they are that. He said that on an interview with Bump and Stacy, I believe. I think they asked him if he hate quarterbacks, and he was like, "Nah, I hate tight ends. Like those are the guys. I don't want them thinking they could block me." And I asked him about that after the game. He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I hate them," and it shows. It does. So here's the first drive of the game. This isn't a play against a tight end, but this is 4th and 1 in the first quarter. They're in their base defense. It's a little funky that we don't usually see here. That's 4 big boys in the middle. One of them's D-Law. Who can play pretty much any position he wants, which is incredible. And then they only have 3 DBs on the field. They got Reek, they got Kobe, and they got Nick Eamon-Worry. So this is their we're going to stop the run formation. But here, low key, like Chenna, he saves a completion and might even save a touchdown, as you guys can see here on the bootleg. So I'm gonna just run the play. I'll just run it full speed here for a second. It ends up being the boot. You guys remember this first play of the game here. But Chenna's like athleticism here on the edge, like really saves them, right? Okay, so I'm gonna roll this slow, real fast. This is Chenna in our bottom of our screen here. All right, like right here. Remember, they only need a yard. They're right here. Look at this. This is a perfectly executed little rub action here at the bottom of the screen. Nikki Miwari trying to come all the way across the formation. The guard, I think that's Higbee in the flat. Him and Kobe and the other tight end get it works perfectly. Like this should have been a first down. Part of the reason why it's not is because Chenna being an instinctive ball player and doing his part on the edge in the flat. And like you just this screenshot right here, it's like look at this. This pause where I have it at. It's a first down. Like I'm not if I'm the Rams fan, I'm like, dog, how do we not get a first or score on this? And that's before you look at the top of the screen and Devontae Adams, as Chris would say, butt naked open. They're coming across the field with Reek trailing him. Like he's open. He's open by a mile. But Chenna jumps. This is perfect. That's just perfect stuff. Now, could Stafford throw that? Sure. He would probably have to loft it instead of like throwing it on a line like he was intending to from right there. And lofting it is dangerous because you could either Kobe or Nick could then close on the ball and then you're in dangerous territory. So Stafford wisely pumps it back and it ends up being incomplete. But just a great play by Chenna. You can see it a little better here from the other side of this. But first off, Devontae wide open. Although in this game, Chris, there's no guarantee he catches that ball. He might drop it. The way he was dropping passes in this game. But even just right here, this angle also I love. That's why I put it in here. That's a first down and maybe a touch depending on the mode of tackling that Nick and Kobe are in in a given moment. Given that Kobe was missing tackles to start the game, it's probably a touchdown if he gets this. But again, a perfect throws off the timing, and now that ball is just yucky and in the dirt. And I just thought that's a point saving play. Like Chenna had a few of those, like just game changing, like impact plays. If there was EPA, expected points added for individual defensive player, I know there's EPA for individual defensive plays. But just a player, Chenna's would be very high because this saves points right here. So I thought either they convert and get 3, or they convert and then score a touchdown either on this play or the next one. Like this was a big play. Sam threw it away later, but hey, Chenna did his part. I thought that was incredible. This next one, Chenna doesn't actually get credit for a tackle, which is annoying because he makes this play. This is 2nd and 2 in the first quarter. And this was just schematically, I thought this was also very important here because the Rams have their 13 personnel as 3 tight ends on the field. 2 are to our left over Chenna and Drake Thomas, and then you got 1 on the right. The Seahawks, as you can tell here, they're in a light box with their like big nickel guys. You know, this is just normal defense, not matching heavies with heavies. And that was a huge schematic part of this game. It was like, okay, how are the Seahawks going to deal with the Rams offense putting the heavies on the field? Because what the Rams had been doing coming into this game was putting the heavies on the field. Teams then match with their heavies on defense and just get cooked. And the Seahawks were like, who cares whether you put 3 heavies on there or, 3 extra heavies, 3 tight ends. We got Nikki Miwari. We got Chenna Nwosu. And so watch Chenna here. That's why I brought up how he hates tight ends. Like if he gets blocked on this, it's a problem. The fact that he doesn't saves a first down. I think this ended up only being like a yard. Full on just come here, move. Full on in the backfield, full on violence. I love like Chenna this is how you can defend the run. The Seahawks, and I'll play the whole play through, but that's how the Seahawks can defend the run the way they are with these light boxes and these light bodies. Like this is not normal to be able to do this. But just look at this box right here. This is basically, as Chris would say, this is 2 fat men. This is Brandon Peely and Leonard Williams, the only guys on the field who are over 300 pounds. The Rams have 5 guys on the field who are 300, and then a couple of guys who are probably at least 250 plus. And how do you look at all the gaps are open? They're not totally gapped out, at least like not at the line. Like this should be a first down. It should be, and it's not because of the violence the guys are playing with. Like watch and Leo. This could have been a standout plays for Leo too, but like watch Chenna, watch Leo. Like, come here. You think you got this? No, you don't. I'm pushing you backwards. Chenna is with one arm. Yeah, come here. And I think Leo is who gets the credit for this, but it ends up being a gain of, I think, only a yard. The next play on that was Devontae dropping the ball on 3rd and 1. The next play, they end up getting the first. But again, Chenna doing his part, say, hey, this is a winning play. That was just outstanding effort by him. This is 3rd and goal from the 1. The Seahawks they got their base in again, verse 13. So this is very similar to the first play I showed where they only got that funky look with 3 DBs. And you can kind of see it here as I'll let it roll. The only 3 DBs. You can't see Reek right now, but they got Reek, Nicky Mawari, and Kobe on the field. So they are matching the big boys here. This was part of a goal line stand, quote unquote. That was just excellent stuff. They're in the run, under center, letting you know you're going to run it. The defense is like, we don't care. We got a Chenna Nwosu. So this is Chenna on the right side of the screen. And this was also why it stood out to me and probably to Chris as well, because Chenna can do the violence part. He can do the athletic part, like we saw with the jump. And then he can also do this. Like, this isn't violence. This is finesse. Come here. This is a complete. You talk about guys who are like complete defenders on the edge. This is Chenna. Come here. Like, usually how this play works, you guys probably see it a million times, is check out Murph on this too. But usually you see guys shoulder right into the block, like you taking on the block. You can take on the block and then make the play, but a lot of times you'll see a guy take on the block, shock the dude, and then whoever's filling in the gap will come in and make it. Chenna sets up like he's about to do that. It's like, nah. I'm better than you today. Yep. Look at the tight end and look where Chenna's at. That's not how it looks in practice. Dog, that is it. That's bad stuff. I don't even know which tight end that is. It doesn't matter. But like, look where he is versus look at Chenna is on the ball carrier versus the tight end. That's not how you draw it up if you're the Rams. But when you have instinctual players like that who are crafty and sometimes know when to either be the finesse or be the violence, like it's just kind of it's the perfect balance. Like Chenna is really like full on complete player, and then makes this so that D-Law can come clean it up. And I just want to. This is just the Chenna segment, but you watch 91-0 right here as well. Oh boy, that's called run defense, buddy. Whoop. No. Imagine being a running back and you don't even got the ball yet. And big ass 91 is right there about to get you. Oh man, that's real deal stuff right there. And then D-Law comes and cleans it up and they make the play. But yeah, we're seeing like the whole thing from Chenna there. I was just really impressed. Like he is a complete package there at the end. I think he leads them in sacks right now too, like 5.5, despite not playing the first game. It really is a little bit of everything. 3rd down, 2nd down, 4th down. My man is on it. Again, he kind of looks like what the Rams look like for Jared Verse. Like Jared was doing all this stuff to the Rams, as Chris probably might show, or excuse me, to the Seahawks as well. But the Seahawks have their version of that. It's number 7. Last play, favorite play. I'm very upset that NFL Pro doesn't have the other angle of this, which would show it better. But this is fine. So peep where the ball's at. This helps you guys see this better. The ball's at the 33. It's 3rd and it's 3rd and 2 in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks are still down 9. So this is huge. It's like 6 and some change left on the clock. So a first down here is huge. You're probably cutting at least like 2 minutes off the clock if they get this first. The game's not over, but the time matters, as we ended up seeing at the end of the game here. So they need to stop in the worst way. So 3rd and 2. This is their big nickel again, this time against 11 personnel. So I thought I'm gonna mention the personnel because this is important as well. So as Chris knows, when you're watching the film, you can see that goal line stop that I showed, that third down play that I just showed of Chenna. That was part of a 3-play series where the Rams got in their heavy personnel and just tried to ram it right at the Seahawks. That did not work. Sean McVay was like, I'm not going to keep beating my head against the wall. He wisely put in his multiple receivers, spread the Seahawks out, and then just ran it up the middle with Kyron Williams. It was perfect. That's what a coach should do. Adjust, realize that you don't have the horses to do what you're trying to do, right? So McVay kind of takes a similar approach here. He's like, well, we haven't been able to run on these guys outside the first drive when we put our heavies in. So let's go light and see if we can just run it right at them, because that worked before. If I was McVay, I probably would have done the same thing. I think that was really important. It's important to note that. So this is a light personnel. So that's why you see in this box, there's only one tight end, right? So this is where the Rams are thinking, all right, cool, we got this. They got, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in versus 6 guys, not including, 6 guys in the box. And then obviously the running back has the advantage there if everyone's blocked up. So this should work if you're the Rams. You don't have a Chenna Nwosu, so it doesn't work. So watch Chenna on the right here. Again, ball's at the 33, right? So we're going to stop this where the running back gets the ball, because that's where the problem is. He's getting the ball like at the 30. Chenna's already at where the line of scrimmage was. Like, this tight end has no shot. No shot already. And even here, though, like a good running back, like an elite one, can maybe burst through that little crease right there and meet Drake Thomas in the hole, and it kind of just is what it is. Full-on little CTE crash there. But that doesn't happen because Chenna. Like, no. Remember, ball's at the 33. So Chenna hit, my man is in the backfield multiple yards back. Chenna's able to do that, then disengage. Just textbook stuff from your guy on the edge there, and is able to make that. I want to show that again at full speed, because this is the best play of the game. This is just massive stuff. Again, they got to have this stop. Like, come here. And yeah, shout out to Nicky Mawari too. Let me show. I've been showing some other guys on the back end. Watch Nick take. I think this is a receiver that Nick is kind of. Yeah, that's a receiver. Like, man, come here. I'll move you too. It's just got to move him out the way. And this drive, I'll just make last thing. I'll just let these roll. So what happened on that last play? They end up punting, and the Seahawks go 11 plays, like 84 yards, to end up making it a one-score game. And they used all that time to do that. Like, again, if there was EPA for a defensive player, like to measure impact, like Chenna's would have probably been the highest of any player. Maybe Kobe because he forced a fumble, but like, yeah, this was about as good as you're gonna get on the edge there. They didn't get a sack in this game, but yeah, I just thought Chenna was a beast. He's been a beast, like he's been doing this stuff all game, but against this team in some of these short yardage moments and just winning his matchups however needed. I can be stronger than you. I can be in the air. I can be more athletic than you. I can be craftier than you. Like, that's a complete player. So yeah, shout out to Chenna. He is the focus of the positive side of our Standout Plays segment, who were just whipping ass all game. From the first quarter to that last play was in the fourth. Chenna was whipping ass. So yeah, shout out to Seven. He was doing his thing on Sunday.
Oh, this is tough. That was some good stuff. And now I got to go here and be a little critique and say, what the hell are you doing here?
They earned it, though. They earned it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, here we go. The run game. As I mentioned, I feel like Mike and I definitely talked about it on the pod. We definitely might have referenced it, but when we went back and watched the tape, we realized, yeah, this wasn't the best output, although there were a few explosive runs. Well, I think actually one from K9, but you get my point. So this first play, this is the first quarter, 2nd and 2. And this play goes for 5 yards, but it could have gone for a little bit more. So I'll show you 2 different angles. You'll see this angle, sideline view. You see Cooper Kupp at the top of your screen, and the Seahawks they have what? Cooper Kupp, JSN, AJ Bonner, Nick Collar up. So this is definitely your, I want to say 12 personnel, if I'm not mistaken. So you got 2 tight ends, running back, and 2 wide receivers. So obviously this is the running package. All right. You have, I think JSN has become a better run blocker. Cooper Kupp, we know what he can do. If you guys remember with the Rams, he was, outside of catching footballs, he just could block anybody. DNs, linebackers, safeties. He had no problem doing that. To be honest, I wasn't in the huddle. I don't know what the play call is, but I'm almost positive there's not a play that says, hey, Cooper, go block Charles Cross. And unfortunately, that's what happens on this play. I think he just forgets, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have the answer, but this is a better angle at it. So Cooper Kupp, number 10, top of your screen on the left-hand side, right next to Charles Cross. If I had to guess, on this run that will be run right up the middle of the field, Charles Cross is going to take on, I believe that's number 8 for the Rams, who in this scenario will be Jared Verse. Cool. Love it. Number 10 looks to be going up against the safety there. And I want to say that's number 37, Quentin Lake. If he does that, because unfortunately number 37 makes a tackle, this play could go for an explosive, maybe even a touchdown, depending on if K9 can make a guy miss. Because the hole works out. It opens up. But I want you guys to watch number 10. Just watch what he does. Oh. So when I watched it for the first time, when I was watching tape, I said, that was really weird. Did Cooper Kupp forget what team he was on? I'm not sure what happened there. I can almost guarantee you that that wasn't part of the play. I can imagine. My guess is that he thought that he was supposed to seal the edge, and maybe Charles Cross comes out, and the play is maybe a stretch to the left, and you have Charles Cross going to block number 37, and you have Cooper Kupp sealing, and then Cooper Kupp realizes, oh, that's not the play. Oh my God, spins out of it and doesn't do anything. And then number 37 makes a tackle. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but that's kind of what my brain's telling me. Oh, Cooper Kupp just, yeah. And as you guys can see, I'll pause it right here. This is blocked up pretty well. And the hole is going to, Mike is cracking up. The hole is there. I mean, this is beautiful. But then you have a guy that's unblocked, number 37, who I think Cooper Kupp is probably supposed to go and block. And then he makes the tackle. If K9 shoots through this hole, the only other guy to get him, I believe, is Cameron Curl. And even then, I think K9 can shoot through that hole. K9 has explosive speed. And if he makes one cut, he can make the guy miss. And then he probably has to just outrun number 1. And that would be Emmanuel Forbes, who has some length and he got some speed. But it's just one of those plays where it's not terrible, but it's like, damn, Kupp, what was you doing, G? You go and block Charles Cross, and then the guy that I think you're supposed to block, you don't do that. So it's kind of a funny one. But again, the Seahawks did get positive. They got some positive yards on that play. They got 5, so it's not the end of the world. But that just separates 5 from an explosive. And I hope the players in the locker room that went back and watched the tape when the running backs and the O-line, everybody's watching that, they all kind of laughed at that. Because it is kind of funny, because I don't know what the hell Cooper Kupp is doing. The wide receiver coach probably like, bruh, did you forget the play? But that's just an instance where maybe a miscommunication, and you saw it, and it was right there on film. So that stood out to me like, damn, Kupp, if you just go dig out number 37, we're talking about 2 explosives in the game for K9 instead of just 1. So, yeah, don't know how many times we'll have comedy on the show, but there's one for you. This next one, I like this play a lot, because it's getting 2 of your fat men up the field, 2 of your guards. So both guards in this scenario are going to get upfield. And those guards I'm talking about are everyone's favorite, Anthony Bradford. Yeah, I know you guys love that guy. And Gray Zabel, the rookie who has had a strong rookie season. The Seahawks are again in that heavy personnel with 2 tight ends, A.J. Bonner and Nick are in it again. And they bring in Cody White, who is also physical. I believe 2 weeks ago, Mike had a play where he showed Cody White just being physical. I think, it was against the Commanders. So he's been.
That was just last week when he pancaked Buddha.
That's true. My bad. So
yeah, he pancaked Buddha. Yeah,
one of them red and white teams.
yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, go ahead though.
So Cody White is in on this play, which I don't mind. You know, a guy that's physical and that loves run blocking. I like that. So on this one, you're gonna have some fat men moving. And the important part is when you move, you want to get to that next level. So obviously they're 6 yards away from the linebackers who are at that second level. On this specific play, you're going to have a run that's going to go. Actually, I'm thinking of my third play. So my apologies. This is where, just watch number 72. So that's Abe Lucas. Got it all mixed up. My bad, guys. So Abe Lucas here is the one I want you to watch. Number 72. He's muddied up right now, but I'm going to go ahead and roll this. And this is a play. Oh, I was right. I'm bugging myself. Okay. Anywho, I was right. So you have Gray Zabel and Anthony Bradford. They are going to get upfield, and their job is to get these 2 linebackers. If they can get there, wow. I mean, this is a nice little cutback lane for K9 to run right through it. But unfortunately, it's not easy to go upfield and attack these athletic linebackers that can move so swiftly. As Mike just pointed out with Uchenna Nwosu, he was really smooth with that moving as a tight end, just made a miss. And then he was able to make the play. That's what happens here. Gray Zabel, Anthony Bradford try to get their hands, just get contact with these linebackers, and they whiff. And that whiff results in a 1-yard run. And this is a better angle look at it. So you see 75 climbing up. You see that Gray Zabel is going to go and help Charles Cross, get a little push there, and then break up to get to that next level. And right now you're thinking, okay, this could be a good position. Like if K9 hits this hole, this could be 6. Like this is a nice little hole that's forming. But when they miss, as you can see, there's nowhere for K9 to go. He's actually like, he's bracing for impact because he realized, oh, those blocks weren't made. And again, that's a tough play to make, but they're more than capable of doing so. Gray Zabel has done this so many times this season. Anthony Bradford, he is a lot better in his run game than he is pass protection. They just miss here. They just whiff, which results in this 1-yard run, and the linebackers fill the hole just fine. So I like the idea, and I think the Tennessee Titans, they might have some success against them because they're just not a good football team. The Rams are a talented team, really good on defense, and as you can see, they just stuff that hole. Really, really clean stuff. And it's kind of funny. The play mirrors. If you watch it again, Gray Zabel and Anthony Bradford do the same thing at the same time. Like they're both like you can't make it up. They both just whiff on it, and it results in a 1-yard gain. But that's just the small things in a game that it's called that you need to execute it. And if it's executed well, this might be a touchdown. This could be. Like that's the potential here. The hole is there, and then they just meet them there because of the whiff. So we'll play it back here. Just whoop. Oh, shoot. Ah. And I know it's tough. I'm not going to act like I can sit up here and say, oh, it's easy to make. Like, this is not an easy play. You go and help, and then you got to spring up field, and these are athletic dudes coming downhill at you, and you have a split second to try to get hands on them, and it's just, you just couldn't do it there, and it results in a 1-yard game. So, tough ask, but I know these guys are capable of doing so. Just a tough play to make there. This last play, when I watched this, I was like, God dang, I couldn't believe what I was seeing just because you don't see this often. And when you do see it, it's usually from maybe an all-pro linebacker or a safety that's really good. It's like, I'll be honest, I didn't know about Nate Landman until I watched the tape. And I was like, oh, this guy, he's all over the place. He's hitting everyone. He has no problem doing that. And that's number 53. And Abe Lucas, number 72, he just meets a force that's stronger on this play. And it was kind of crazy to see. I had to rewind it like, was that Abe? Because you see a guy with a neck roll getting put on his hands and knees. You're like, did he get hurt? Did he get tripped up? He didn't get tripped up. So this play, they're bringing 88 in motion. Again, another set here where Seahawks are going 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and a running back. And again, A.J. Barner's coming in motion. I like that just because you're going to get him in a running start to go help Chip, an edge, and he does a really good job. Boom. All right. He's out of there. As you can see, there's some there's a Seahawk on the ground there. We'll get to that. Yeah, didn't work out too well for my boy Abe. So watch Abe. He is at the top of your screen. There's a tight end right next to him, number 72. That's Abe Lucas. I want you guys to just peep Abe here and watch number 53, who is right there at the top of your screen as well. Just oh god, that you don't see that happen too often. Not gonna lie, I don't think Abe gets put on his ass too often, but just pow. Not to mention, number 53 goes and makes a tackle, and then looks at his side. Look at him. He's strolling like what's happening. Like I just put down a 322-pound offensive tackle like it was nothing. Mind you, Nate Landman, he weighs 232. If my math serves me right, that's about 80 pounds difference, and he just leveled him. Straight up bodied him. And usually when you look at that play, you would think a linebacker versus a tackle that's getting out in open space, that should be a win for the offensive line, the tackle. And that should create more space for K9 to get upfield. But no. That does not happen. The Landman didn't just meet Abe Lucas. He invaded my man. 1 step, 1 strike, 322 pounds of man was sent into negotiations with the earth. Yes, negotiations with the earth. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a glitch. I really thought he tripped. That's what I really thought. And then I had to rewind it and was like, damn, he really just got bodied. And it happens. But this was an opportunity that was missed that I think if Abe is able to just stay up, this creates a nice little gap for K9 to run through. And then he just has to either run over Forbes or make a miss. And you would like that. And maybe, I could be wrong, but maybe AJ Barner gets out there and kicks it and is able to get to 88. And that play ends up being a touchdown. Like, these are just small details in the run game on this stretch play that you want to get outside and get to that area and your tackle is on his ass. Like, that's just crazy. Wow. Whew. And he made it look so easy. Like, Mike, you weigh about 150, 160 now, Mike?
I'm up there. I'm a dad now. I'm up to like 170, 175.
I'm almost okay. That's like Mike going out there and just leveling some 240-pound, I don't know, defensive end. You just be like, did Mike just do that? Not saying that he couldn't, but these are plays you just don't see happen too often. So give credit to the Rams defender for just bringing it. Pow! But I didn't expect that to happen to Abe. And I think Abe was shocked. Like, oh, my God. Because this play could have gone really well for the Seahawks, but it just didn't. And you can see again just, hey, what happened, man? What happened? And you can't win them all. I'll be honest. It's football. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win. But on those specific plays, if the Seahawks just had some success, that could have been a touchdown. That could change the game right there. So those are my 3 not so good plays. But at least for Cooper Kupp's sake, it was a 5-yard run and a first down. There weren't negative plays per se. They all gained something. But to Mike's point last year, I mean, if we're running it on 1st and 10, we gain a yard. Are we really about to go back to the run again? Probably not. So from that standpoint, not the best, but I thought overall it just wasn't the best day for the offensive line and for wide receivers blocking. As you saw, Cooper Kupp blocking his own man. You had guards, you had Anthony Bradford and Gray Zabel just not being able to get to the next level and make those key blocks on those athletic linebackers. And then you just got Abe losing his one-on-one matchup against Lamb at number 53. So those are things that I'm sure they'll improve on. And I hope they run all over the Titans just to build that confidence back up, just because it's important. Go back and watch film when you're getting your ass beat for 60 minutes. It's not fun. So you want to go out and take it out on somebody else. And the Titans are not that good. So this could be a game where Ken Walker and Zach Charbonnet have a successful day on the ground because offensive line and wide receivers are kind of pissed off. How can we make up for that? Ground and pound, baby, ground and pound. So it'll be interesting to see how the Seahawks attack the Titans on the ground and through the air. But those are my standout plays from the Week 11 loss to the Los Angeles Rams.
You put that last play up there. We'll end with something positive. Can we just give AJ a shout out here?
Oh yeah, like I said, he did a really good job. Like if
he is blocking my man 5 yards out of bounds.
Nah, man, like he gets here, bow. I love the chip there, cool, and then he's out to the next level. As I said, if Abe doesn't get bodied, this potentially could be a house call because I think K9 can get through there. Number 26 might have an angle on him, but he might be able to get him. But even then, you're right. 88 in motion, pop, got him up to the next level, got you too. What's up? He's probably thinking K9 still running. Oh, he's not. Oh, what happened? So, yeah.
AJ was doing work. Did you see Absolutely. That play he had on Jared Verse?
Oh yeah. Game? Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I almost added it as a positive, but I was like, I'll just stick with being negative.
It's what? Let we talked about it. We got a second. Can we put
Do you have it already?
Yeah, I got it. Hey, I got it.
Okay.
I got it right here.
Go ahead and drop it in.
I tweeted that because I was like, this is great. Here, it's in there. Go ahead. You put that in there. Yo, look at AJ against Verse right here on the right. This got nothing to do with the other plays.
What's happening?
One more time for the people in the back. Yo. Oh man.
Grown man.
I just wanted to AJ was balling, man. He had 10 catches in this game? Yeah, like 70 yards, something like that. Yeah. He wanted smoke. I appreciate that. That's how you supposed to play tight end is like that. Show your athleticism and throw guys out the club. Number one was turning his body. He's like, I don't want none of this. And AJ said, nah, bro, I'm about to shove you into row 13A. Get you
because AJ is also 6'7"? That's a big ass dude, man.
Yeah. And he wants smoke though. Like that's why you you draft guys like that. He wants that small. He's 6'6", 251. That's what he's listed at.
Good God.
Yeah,
And he's running full speed at you. Yeah, let me go ahead and get out of bounds too. That's the right move. Number one. I see what you did there, Forbes. I'd have run out of bounds too. I make a business decision.
Well, Emmanuel Forbes weighs about as much as me and you. I think. Let me see what he's listed at. 173.
Oh,
Called it.
Yeah, when you get hit by AJ, yeah, that might be IR. I'll see you guys in a month.
Yeah, he didn't want that anyway. That had nothing to do with our. Just that I just wanted to throw that in there. Once I seen there, I was watching that clip. I'm like, yo, AJ is doing some work.
Yeah,
like that's how you block. That's how you block right there. Shout out to Barner. The barnyard didn't work. I don't know what that tush push fail was, but that's okay.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. And to my knowledge, it wasn't even supposed to be a fake. So it was just bad tush push. But anyway, those are our standout plays. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you again like, subscribe, comment, review, all that good stuff. We will come to you on our post-game show. It'll drop on Monday after Seahawks Titans. If you need stuff to listen to over the weekend, get ready for that game. We previewed that with the homie Ben Arthur, national NFL reporter for Fox Sports. That's live on this channel. It's also live on all audio platforms as well. So make sure you go check that out. Ben does a good job previewing the matchup that should be lopsided in the Seahawks' favor. Last thing. All right. It's book promo time. Thank you, Chris. Franchise Seattle Seahawks, A Curated History of the Legion of Boom Era is available wherever books are sold. If you would like a signed copy, if you'll be at the game in Nashville, we'll start with that. If you'll be at the game, hit me up. Let me know now. As soon as you listen to this now, so I can make sure I pack some in my bag. I'm bringing several books. It's going to be a lot of y'all, so I will have extras, but just let me know so I can sign it for you. Blah blah blah. And if you're not going to be able to make a game this year, let me know that as well. I've got a shipment going out, I think today or tomorrow, with books for people who are in all over the place. Got some going to Olympia. I think some going to Oregon today. One to Houston. So let me know. Sign it for you. Ship it. Just shoot me a DM either on our page or just personally on my pages. Go ahead and do that. So we appreciate that love and support. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys on our post game show. Peace.